Breaking news on Galadon Gaming, the Goblin glitch and Supercell's attempt to hide the truth. Welcome, fellow fans of Clash Royale, to another episode of Galadon Gaming, and yes, a very controversial moment in the competitive sort of Clash Royale scene as I'm pushing for a trophy best right here. Check out the Goblin Barrel, the card in the rightmost slot in my hand, undeployable. That is right, you guys, the Goblin Barrel is frozen in place right there on the opponent's side of the screen. Nothing I could do to get it to release. I tried clicking multiple cards, I tried shaking the iPad, I tried slamming it on the ground, I tried hitting it with a hammer. Well, let's just say I got a little bit aggravated. Nothing I could do, not to mention the fact that I'm facing a mortar user, which compounds the problem by like a factor of 10. And we're in overtime, and I was near my trophy best. Just things weren't going well. Now, he's obviously switched over to defense because you know what's going to happen. Of course, he's a dirty mortar user. He doesn't need direct damage. He never needs to get a troop to my tower. He can do it with a stinking mortar ball. But, as you noticed, definitely something glitched out right there. So, what we will do is we're going to go back and check out the cover-up. Yes, indeed, Supercell covering this up, intentionally, no doubt, trying to hide the truth. This is the replay. This would be the replay that any of my friends, any of my clan members, if I were to share this or expose this anywhere else, this is what they would see. Oh, gee, Galadon didn't want to use his Goblin Barrel. Galadon used all of his other cards instead. He obviously had the Goblin Barrel. He just decided not to use it. And, well, we don't need to go throughout the rest of this replay. We all know how it ends, okay? But let's go ahead and expose the truth for all to see. Side-by-side replays. There it is. On the left side, the live attack. On the right side, the replay. The attempted cover-up by Supercell to prevent anybody else from knowing the truth. But this investigative reporter is going to expose Supercell for what they are, and that is sabotaging my trophies. Okay, so maybe not quite that heinous of an act. Obviously, something went wrong, you guys, and it was a unique experience for me, let me say. It's the first time that I've been playing that I had something like this happen. The Goblin Barrel just stuck there. I have no idea why it did that. And again, I tried lots of different things. I clicked all over the place, and I did everything except for shut down the game and come back, which probably would have had just about the same effect, me losing. So you can see on the left-hand side, I did have the opponent muted, which is generally what you're supposed to do whenever you face a Mortar or Expo user. You can also go ahead and do that with Royal Giant and Elite Barbarian users. And in the future, Night Witch users. But anyway, there it is, you guys. There is the controversial end to a 31 trophy loss. Now, I can't leave you with that bad taste in your mouth, or myself either. So we're going to take a look at another replay using my favorite deck. And this one would be the old Hidden Goblin Barrel log combination strategy that is going to sweep the nation. Let me tell you guys, I have a feeling this strategy will be all over the place. It's going to be the new meta, that's right. It only costs 11 elixir, and it's an amazing strategy. We will get to it in just a moment as I'm busy trying to counter Clash on Seabus's Hog Riders. So you can see he's got that pretty standard Hog cycle deck over there. Lots of cheap cards that's going to help him in countering the Goblin Barrel, but I am going to be able to get chip damage every single time with the Goblin Barrel. And of course, yes, I brought a dirty rocket. I realize all rocket users are dirty. Okay, so right here, I'm just using the Knight to tank the tower so that the Goblin Barrel can try to get there. Now, of course, there he dropped archers and single elixir skeletons. He prevented any damage on that tower, but that's okay. We can handle that. We will deal with that in the future. It's technically a positive elixir trade versus a Goblin Barrel for me, because he's using 4 elixir versus my 3 elixir Goblin Barrel. Alright, now we got a minute 40 or so left. You can see on the defense there, he's got that cannon ready to go. And again, I'm going to continually try to barrage his tower with chip damage. A Goblin Gang. That didn't work, but it pulled out the log. It pulled out the log, and that's kind of what we want. So the knight comes in, the barrel goes down, and we'll see if he can stop any damage this time. I didn't think so. And that's about 700 damage right there from that Goblin Barrel, even though he used the same counter as last time. In comes another Hog Rider. We're going to go ahead and stop that Hog Rider with the Inferno Tower and the Goblin Gang. We are just about into double elixir, and you can see I've got his tower at almost 50% down. So it's just a matter of chipping away and then switching over to the dirtiest of dirty rockets. Again, in comes the knight, tanking, distracting the tower. Down goes the Goblin Barrel. He throws that 4, 5, 6, 7 elixir counter right there. But we grab another couple hundred off the tower. We're going to go ahead and log all of those ground units right there. And then the Hog Rider, come over here to this Inferno Tower. Fireball takes out the Princess, but it doesn't stop the rest of my units from stopping that Hog Rider from getting more than... Okay, fine. 1.5 shots on the tower. Okay, 26 seconds left. Another Goblin Barrel coming in. Another counter. Doesn't stop everything. Got the tower down to 1,050. And that is the magic number. Not really, but if you go Hidden Goblin Barrel, Rocket, Log, it should work. So here we go. Getting ready. We're going to go ahead and drop the knight down. And we will have all 3 of those critical cards up. The Rocket... The Goblin Barrel, here it comes. Rocket, Hidden Goblin Barrel, and the log all together. And that is indeed going to do it. The log finishing the job, and we grab the win. And that did come right after that really terrible, controversial sabotage loss. Thank you, Supercell. Anyway, that's going to do it, you guys. Let me know if you've had a glitch like this yourselves, or if I'm the only one that's ever suffered that fate. As always, you guys are the Gala fam. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for spending a few minutes of your day with me. Make the rest of your day fantastic. Make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications for the earliest possible update and sneak peek information. I'll see you guys again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, slow down, you'll hurt yourself, old man.